Power of Positive Thinking. Norman Vincent Peale, the international bestseller by the father of positive thinking. Preface. On the occasion of the printing of the 2 millionth copy, time I wrote this book, it never occurred to me that a 2 million copy anniversary would ever be observed. Frankly, however, my gratitude for this event is not from the viewpoint of books sold, but in terms of the many persons to whom I have been privileged to suggest a simple, workable philosophy of living. The dynamic laws which the book teaches were learned the hard way by trial and error in my personal search for a way of life. But I found in them an answer to my own problems, and believe me, I am the most difficult person with whom I have worked. The book is my effort to share my spiritual experiences, for it has helped me. I felt it might also be of help to others. In formulating this simple philosophy of life, I found my own answers in the teaching of Jesus Christ. I have merely tried to describe those truths in the language and thought forms understandable to present day people. The way of life to which this book is a witness is very wonderful. It is not easy, indeed, it often is hard, but it is full of joy and hope and victory. I well recall the day I sat down to begin writing the book. I knew that the best work required more ability than I possessed, and therefore I needed help that only God could give. My wife and I have the policy of taking God into working partnership in all our problems and activities. So, we had a very earnest section of prayer asking for guidance, and we put the project into God's hands. When the manuscript was ready for the publisher, Mrs. Peale and I again prayed, dedicating the manuscript. We asked only that it might help people to live more effective lives. When the first book of these 2 million copies came from the press to us, it was again a spiritual moment. We thanked God for His help and dedicated the book once more. The book was written for the plain people of this world, of whom certainly I am one. I was born and reared in humble Midwestern circumstances in a dedicated Christian home. The way everyday people of this land are my own kind, whom I know and love and believe in with great faith. When any one of them lets God have charge of his life, the power and the glory were amazingly demonstrated. The book is written with a deep concern for the pain, difficulty, and struggle of human existence. It teaches the cultivation of peace of mind, not as an escape from life into protected quiescence, but as a power center out of which comes driving energy for constructive personal and social living. It teaches positive thinking, not as a means to fame, riches, or power, but as the practical application of faith to overcome defeat and accomplish worthwhile creative values in life. It teaches a hard disciplinary way of life, but one which offers great joy to the person who achieves victory over himself and difficult circumstances of the world. To all who have written me about the joyous victory they have had through practicing the spiritual techniques of this book, and to those who will yet have such experiences, may I say how happy I am for all that is happening to them as they live by dynamic spiritual formulas. I wish finally to express deep appreciation to my publishers for their never failing support, cooperation, and friendship. May God continue to use this